It's allowing yourself to connect with these parts that have been hidden because it wasn't safe for them to come out and express themselves or expose themselves. But now it is. And through this therapeutic healing process, as I learn to live with dissociative identity disorder, I am getting to know all my different parts of consciousness and getting to know the person I used to be and what changed and what happened and what specifically caused the direction of my developing brain to, kind of swerve a little, go off course. So that's, it's interesting. Integration feels like learning to recognize yourself again. It's remembering certain TV shows or books or whatever it might be, toys, etc., that you liked as a child, and it can be not being so surprised when you hear your own voice or see yourself in the mirror because you actually identify with that, and it can look like making connections between like what's going on now or what has been going on the last few months or years with stuff that happened during childhood or, formative years, and identifying how seemingly small things at the time, later led to, believing certain things about life or whatever it might be. And that caused a dramatic shift in our life and identity altogether. And yeah, integration is a crazy thing. When I talk about integration, I am not talking about full integration. I do not believe I will never have different parts of consciousness. I do not believe I will ever just have one identity and one state of consciousness like normal people. But I am hoping that through this process of getting to know my parts and process of integration, that the parts of me that are not functional can integrate, and then the parts of me that are functional but have been, suppressed by so much trauma, especially the past few years, they can thrive. And that is my goal for my therapeutic journey with dissociative identity disorder and integration and therapy. I do not seek full integration. I believe full integration is possible, but I believe that's a personal choice. I believe it depends on variables such as how old you are when you discover you have DID, how much trauma you would have to process before full integration might be a possibility, how much support and resources you have for the healing journey, whether you're trying to get to optimal or whether you just want to survive the basics, depending on your life circumstances. And so there's a lot of variables that go into that, and it is definitely a personal choice, and there is no right or wrong. Integration is just kind of a natural part of the healing process, and I believe that it should not be the focus. I believe that the more we can just focus on loving ourselves and getting to know ourselves without limitations or restrictions or demands, the more we can continue this healing journey, the more progress we'll make. And however much integration we achieve along the way, it is what it is. And that's kind of my perspective on integration. It might change over time, but I kind of doubt it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message me. You can email me personally at KristinChroniclesDID@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining my healing journey as I learn to live with dissociative identity disorder and complex post-traumatic stress disorder.